Hello everybody, and welcome to yet another LEGO model showcase. Now, I know it's been quite a while since I've made one of these, so it's going to be something a little special. It's kind of straying from my usual LEGO creations, which are all 3D models. Today, I actually have a 2D piece of art to share with you, and without further ado, here it is. Try to get the whole thing in frame. Alright, so this is what some people would refer to as a mosaic or some kind of pixelated picture, something like this. And the famous brick artist Nathan Swaya does use this style in some of his stuff. So it's pretty cool. I actually just started this kind of Lego creating about a month ago, and I started off using Lego Digital Designer just because while I have a lot of Legos, I do not have enough specialty pieces to just make this kind of stuff without some extensive planning. Now, that being said, this was my third thing that I created in the Digital Designer. I really liked it, so I decided that I wanted to make it in real life, and obviously I succeeded. But the question is, how? Well, I started off by getting a list of all the different components because it had quite a lot of different colors, some of which were not too common to find, so that was the big struggle. Now, some of the colors I had in my collection that I didn't need to pay for, but some others I knew that I would just have to buy off a Bricklink. And to help plan what specific pieces I would get and how many, I printed out a drawing right from the designer, and I kind of just used pencil to signify the arrangement I would use for different plate sizes. That basically helped me minimize the cost, which, yes, did turn out to be about $50, but I thought it was perfectly worth it to create this. And not only do we have all these plates, also at the bottom here, you'll see there are Lego tiles with my name spelled out on them. And if you're wondering, yes, Lego does have the entire alphabet on these tile pieces, so you can find them on Bricklink. Now, if you're wondering how it's all held together, since I have a lot of just one-by-one loose plates, it's held together by larger black plates and just kind of keeps the thing in one piece. But unfortunately, that makes it very thick. It's about the same thickness as a brick, which makes it heavy, so maybe not so practical to hang up on walls, but it's still very, very aesthetically pleasing if you want to use the pompous terms. Let's just say it's pretty, okay? And you might be wondering, where did I find my inspiration for the subject matter? Well, this is the Dark Tower from Stephen King's Dark Tower series. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, Stephen King, that's horror stuff. That's like The Shining and It and all that spooky stuff. But he actually does work in other genres, and case in point, the Dark Tower series, while it does have elements of horror, is mostly Western, sci-fi, fantasy, lots of other stuff. It's really hard to explain. I highly recommend you start out with the first book, which is The Gunslinger. It's pretty thin, but the future books in the series are going to get thicker and thicker. I'm currently on the final book, and it's 1,000 pages long. So yeah, it's quite an investment of time, but again, great series. Highly recommend you get into it. So post in the comments if you have read this series. Also post if you know any other cool fantasy series that you think I would be interested in, because if I'm going to finish this one soon, then I need something else to get into. So post in the comments, share, like, and of course subscribe. And don't forget to build on.